What's going on, everyone? It's Friday. You know what that means. It's Hockey Stick Talk Nation with your host, DM Cards, and my special guest tonight. If you haven't checked him out, make sure you do. He's got a great collection, great YouTube channel. Phil, thanks for coming, Phil. We appreciate it.
Very welcome. Thank you for having me.
And as you can see behind Phil, he's a diehard Sens fan. So this is great. As we make our journey through each team before the season starts. So just want to give a big shout out to everyone in the chat joining us here. We got Barry, who's a Boston fan. We won't hold that against him though. We got Tex, who's a Arizona Coyotes fan.
Wow, I never met one of those.
Utah.
I never met an Arizona Coyotes fan before.
Yeah. We got Zach Collections, who's a huge Pittsburgh fan. Thanks, Zach, for coming. And we got the autograph fisherman John Burgess here, who's a huge Calgary fan.
Ooh.
And of course, we can't forget my friend from all the way in England, who's also a huge Rangers fan, Goza.
Somebody from Europe? Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, cool.
If you haven't checked out his channel, Phil, you should. He has a huge jersey collection. So we collect cards, but Goza collects jerseys, and it's nice.
I would love to. What's the channel name?
Goza. I will send it to you after.
Yeah, sure. Okay. A pen and paper guy.
Yeah. So he's got a great channel. Definitely check him out as well. But yeah, so tonight we're going to talk Sens. Why not? We got Phil here.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk some cards too as well, because Phil's a huge card guy. And I know his PC, so it'll surprise a lot of people, but I've been following him for a while, and he's got a huge PC of this player. But I guess we'll dive right in. And Phil, what's with all this Brady Tkachuk trade talk?
Oh, we're going right off the top, eh?
Yeah.
It drives me nuts, man. I don't even know how to hit that on the head properly. I think it all started with, I mean, let's really peel it back. It starts with a lot of people having a lot of access to information, some true, some not, some in the middle. So I think that rumor, most of the people think it started with Bissonnette on Spittin' Chicklets, but I'm pretty sure it started with a reporter in New Jersey, and he was on some internet. I mean, everyone can be a media personality, right? So you have a website, a domain, you're good to go. So what you got to vet the information. So I believe it came from a guy on the internet from New Jersey, and it's off time. It's the summer. No one has anything to talk about. There's no merit to the claim. Steve Staios, who never swears, even said BS, but he said the whole thing, So it hurts as a fan. He's my second biggest PC personal collection of the cards I collect. He's my favorite hockey player currently. So it hurts me, man. It hurts in the heart, but it's not true. It's not true.
It seems like it's every year, though, constant with it. Even if it's no matter if they have a good season or a bad season, it seems every year it's Brady Tkachuk.
Yeah, it's wild because he is a playoff machine, right? We don't even know what he can do until the playoffs. He's born and bred to be in the playoffs, and we haven't seen it yet. So other teams see that. The longer he's been in the league, I mean, 18-19 was his rookie year. The longer he's been, 5 years in the league now. Every year adds a bit of pedigree to his game. More people watch. You're like, wow, he's best captain in the league as far as I'm concerned. He brings the meat to his game. Big boy, stands in front of the net, gets his troops going. So why would we? I mean, let's think about this logically. Why would we trade him? We wouldn't. It doesn't make sense. You trade for a Brady Tkachuk. Drives me crazy. But yeah, you don't. He's a big boy. Every team would have him. Every team would take him. So why would we get rid of him? It does not make any logical sense, and it riles me up. And my friends like to bring it up too a lot. But that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured we start out with the big bang talk.
Yeah, why not? Uneducated opinions. That's what it is. Yeah. For Staios to this got me. For Steve Staios to come out of the dark and say, "I heard the rumors. They're not true." That's enough for me. I'm good to go. I also live right beside the building. So if he did get traded, Loud Collector is probably losing a bit of freedom because I will go ham on that barn.
I just want to give a shout out to Alex Jays next time for coming, Alex. Appreciate you, buddy. So this is going to be a good one for you.
Sure.
Your favorite player, past and present, and why?
Oh, that's a good question, Danny. So Daniel Alfredson, I'm sorry, I don't have anything exciting to favor. I'm not going to say like Ron Tugnut, like I'm not going to bust that out. Alfredson is he was not my favorite player. I mean, so we drafted him in 94, 95 or 93, 94. I don't know. His first year was 95, 96. We explain the name. Oh, I will after. Yeah. He grew on me. He wasn't flashy. He popped in. I mean, he did win the Calder, so he obviously has to be a little bit good. And he was very good, but he's just jack of all trades, master of none. That's Alfredson. And he always played keep away. When I first saw him play keep away at practice at the arena, at the Civic Center, before we got to the Palladium, which is what we have now, or the CTC Center, I was enamored. I couldn't believe like a 7th round pick could keep a puck away from NHL superstars. Well, we didn't really have any, but like Sylvain Turgeon, and he dominated Sylvain Turgeon in practice. So I was like, wow, this guy's really good. And then he became clutch. He scored the important goals. Everybody knows when he hit Tucker in the boards and launched it in. Yeah, we won. So Alfredson, he bled Ottawa. He raised his kids here. He was very big part of the community. He's probably my favorite player before. If I had to pick someone else as of before, I know it's your question. I know a lot of people aren't going to like this, but like Chris Neal was a workhorse, man. I loved him. He's an okay guy in real life. He doesn't have the best reputation. He's kind of rough around the edges, but let's just keep it on ice performance. I love him. He was too slow 4 or 5 years ago. Well, 6 or 7 years ago. He changed his whole game. He stayed. I mean, he lives in Ottawa, but he hired a personal trainer. He lost like 20 pounds. He picked up like 2.5 seconds on his jump step, or 1.5 seconds. And he increased his career. So when I found that out, I fell in love with Chris Neal all over again. Because I was like, he wants to be part of the team. He wants to get an extra 2 or 3 years out of his NHL career. So I was a big fan of Chris Neal. So you'd say Alfredson and Chris Neal. And then now, I know I collect Brady Tkachuk a lot, but it's really a tie between Brady Tkachuk. It's 1A, 1B, Brady Tkachuk and Jake Sanderson. I'm a huge Jake Sanderson. The poise, that young man, I wish I had poise like that, and he's like, what, 20? So I love Jake Sanderson. And his cards are pretty cheap. No one likes a stay-at-home defenseman who plays smart. No one cares. They don't care. Yeah,
I
so
collect
I love
his father, Jeff Sanderson.
Yeah, Jeff Sanderson. I have his crap. I don't want to start doing it now. But on Instagram, they said post your favorite pair of cards duo, and I did the father son because Jeff Sanderson has a Young Guns. Nobody knows that. Yeah, not a rated rookie, not a top prospect. He has an actual Young Guns, and it looks like it was made with Microsoft PowerPoint. Yeah, it's so funny.
Definitely. I just want to give a shout out to Maids World Wax. Thanks for coming, buddy. Appreciate you. He's a good friend of mine, and he lives in New Brunswick, so we're only 2 hours away. So
nice. You got a good crew here, Danny. Right on.
So that's awesome. Not many people might know this. Some of them might in the chat, but I also have a Sens collection, but for Drake Bathurst, because he's a local kid from where I grew up. So that I like to support the local kids from where I grew up. So Jake Bathurst was actually from New Minas, Nova Scotia, about 10 minutes away from where I grew up. So I got to see him grow as a little kid through the minor league systems.
That's awesome, Danny. Did you ever get to share a sheet of ice with him?
I did not.
No,
that's the one thing I did not.
Okay, that'd be interesting. You think you'd beat him on 1-on-1 or what?
I don't know. Probably not.
I'll take the odds. I'll bet on you, buddy. I believe in you.
Maybe back in the heyday. But
yeah, when he's not looking, I'll give him a quick trip and go score. Yeah. Go score. Yeah.
Maybe we can give him a little slew foot or something.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad, not to bring up some negative, but I'm glad he doesn't have any issues with Hockey Canada. He can just live his life and he can play his game. So that was very nice to hear he was not involved.
And then shout out to Dirk Remington. Thanks for coming in, Dirk. Appreciate you, buddy. The name a bar bouncer would have, Dirk Remington.
Yeah.
You don't want to mess with him.
He's the sheriff of the channel?
Yeah,
good. You need one.
So I guess let's go into our next question here. What's your favorite Sens moment?
Oh, that's a tough one. Well, I'll say my favorite off the top of my head is when we got rid of Danley Heatley. So, but I'll just say that's That's not what you're asking, but I was very, very happy when we got rid of him, that big baby. Probably when we made the playoffs, late 90s. I was 15, no 16, and I never thought it would happen. And we just got in the playoffs. We clinched against Buffalo. I mean, I have so many, man. The Hoffman to Carlson pass. I mean, I'm still running around the house when Hoffman passed if you haven't seen it, YouTube, Hoffman, Carlson. They hate each other, but oh my God, did they have chemistry on the ice. To me, that's still the greatest goal I've ever seen in the NHL. It was just phenomenal. So I won't give it away, but I would say those two, which are very completely different from each other. But yeah, if I had to pick, those would be it.
Awesome.
Well, just one sec, Danny. I know it's not a big deal, but when Ottawa came in, people might not know this. When Ottawa came in the league in the inaugural season, 92, 93, we were so bad. Like the worst team in NHL history for like 3 years straight. So when we made the playoffs like 6-7 years ago, Pierre Gauthier was our GM. I won't get into it, but it really stayed with Sens fans, right? Like, you've been through them for years, and it's just like, we're not bad. We're the worst of all time. So making the playoffs with Jacques Martin, he brought class, he brought pedigree. It just that's why it is special. I just wanted to give a little beneath the surface on that one.
Awesome. Shout out to Budget Rips for coming in. Thanks, Budget. Appreciate it. So I guess this will dive into our next question then. What should people look out for the Sens this year?
That's a loaded question. Well, Allmark, did you hear? He got 10th. In the NHL, he got voted 10th best goalie. I'm like, I kind of like that because he seems like a little bit of you don't think I can? Okay, no problem. I'll show you. He seems like that. And I know they were hugging last year. I know him and Swayman were hugging and they were best buds. And come on, man, you don't get to the show by being I'm glad you did really good out there. No. You want to be the best of your craft. Especially goalies. They're nuts, right? They're good, but good crazy. And I look out for Allmark. I'm very excited. A lot of people are saying, well, I don't know. They didn't sign him for the extension, so maybe he doesn't want to stay. Steve Staios came out and said he's not even pushing or asking the issue. He wants Allmark to feel absolutely like Ottawa is his home. He wants him to get settled. Then he's going to approach the issue. I will admit I was one of the people. Why aren't you signing him? Why? What a great explanation, right? What a great explanation. And he's a big Swede, man. They're the new Quebec goalies, you know? So by the way, we need some good goalies in Canada. We've got the Olympics coming up. Like, we got nobody, man. But anyway.
Although the kid from the Hockeytalk Cup Canadian team was really good this.
Really? I'm not aware of you got a last name?
Oh, I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
I think it's spelled weird, like Melovich or something.
Oh, throw me a text after the show or something. Okay,
but he dominated for Canada in the Hockeytalk Cup.
We need that. We need a good French goalie again.
Definitely.
Well, it doesn't sound French, but whatever. We'll take a Canadian goalie. We got spoiled with their they were basically a goalie factory, that province. Okay, back to the question. I get distracted. Sorry. So Allmark's a big one. And I know we got Jensen. No one cares about Jensen. I get it. And we traded Jake Chicker. Did we trade? Yeah, it was Chikrin for Jensen, not Perron. So we traded a Roman soldier looking, like the stoicism on that man. It just, something on the ice didn't happen. He was too rigid. He never looked loose. I love Chikrin. I hope no love is lost. But he had to go. Time to go, because it's the stank from Dorian. It's got that stank from Dorian and Melnick. We need Steve Staios stank, on the team. So he brought in Jensen, great defenseman. Can switch. I don't know if he's left or right. I think he's right. I'm not too sure. But
I think he can play both sides.
Yes, I know he can play both. I just don't know what he can shoot. Okay, and I'll go to Perron as well. So Perron we picked up. He's a veteran. Nothing flashy. Everyone hates him in Ottawa because he hurt Artem Zub with a big cross check. And everyone's like, what? You got David Perron? What's going on? I'll explain everything. So fans should be excited for Ottawa because we have an adult in the room, not just Claude Giroux. Now we have other adults. We have veteran presence. We have a goalie who has something to prove. He has something to prove to Boston, and I think he has something to prove to the league. And he's on a good, young, hip team that has great management, that needed a freaking year to assess whatever. I'll get over that. I mean, that's my own I don't know why they needed an entire year to take a measured approach. We suck. So anyway, blow it up. But they took a year and they brought in some quality pieces, and I think they put a lot of thought into it. I think we got some good prospects. We've missed some drafts because we had to trade a lot, but we have some good prospects coming up. Tyler Klevin, a lot of people probably don't know who that is, but he's a big boy and he plays a mean defensive game. And I'm really hoping he cracks the lineup this year. I thought he was one of our best players in the lineup last year, but he wasn't on a two-way. So they wanted to, they didn't want to spend the money. I'm not too good with contract stuff. I need my son. He's better with the numbers, but I'm pretty sure that's the gist of it. Kind of sucks, right? You can't bring up your best player because of like the fine print,
the cap and stuff.
I hate that part, but it's part of the game. So so if Tyler Klevin, which I do believe he's going to crack the lineup, go through your young guns boxes. I'm telling you, the kid's dynamite. So he's another reason to get excited. You know, it's just a small market, but a big Canadian team, like small market, but Canadian team. We're great to root for. We're always in the middle. I do apologize about a lot of our fans. They don't know a lot of stuff, but they got a lot of stuff to say. So so we're, the good pedestrian is the Ottawa Senators fan, but I'll give you a good example. When we drafted, I'll explain this. When we drafted Brady Tkachuk, I was a complete fanatic my whole life for the Sens. I did not want to draft Philip Zadina, and that's who everybody in Ottawa wanted. I'd say about 1 out of 10 people wanted Brady Tkachuk because we knew what we were getting. We watched his dad play. I watched him in Boston University, not college. I got to be careful. He was what the Sens needed, a pillar of leadership, not another little goal scorer guy. We don't need that. Like that, we don't need that. And we drafted Tkachuk. The Ottawa Senators subreddit, if you go on, it's a group of forum, lost it. I got downvoted into oblivion and blah, blah. And here we are. Where's Zadina? Where's Zadina? So that's who most Ottawa fans are. They go off and they don't know what they're talking about. But you can spot the good ones around. I'm probably making a lot of enemies here, eh?
No, not at all.
That's
okay.
Okay.
You have
That's
some Toronto fans, but don't worry about that.
Oh, so they just hate me regard. Well, actually, you guys, you know what's funny about Toronto? Ottawa, and I'll use me as an example. I always think about you guys. I hate you. I can't stand the Leafs. And you know what? None of you think of us. You're just like, Ottawa who? What? So you guys live
they're more worried about the Boston and the Montreal.
Exactly. I know we're pathetic. Me included, man. I know no one pays attention.
But another great pickup that you guys got too, and I think it's really under the radar, is Jan Yannick from the Coyotes. He's a great third line center. Okay. And he plays a two-way game. And he is a big boy too. He likes to physical, and he'll get out front of the net and get you the dirty goals.
No kidding. Okay. What about Noah Gregor? Am I saying that right? No. Do you know Noah Gregor?
Yeah. Gregor is a good third, fourth line too. He was in Toronto. I think his best years were in San Jose.
Yeah. Okay.
He came out of college or university, I do believe.
Man, they're just making good players out there in the NCAA.
Yeah.
Amazing. Good. What a program. I mean, some Canadian OHL, we can take a flyer from that, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, a good person to look out for is Jan Yannick this year.
Okay, I will.
I just really love his play style.
Really? Okay. I know we picked him up. I don't know anything about him. That's good to know, Danny. Good to know.
Two-way forward, two-way center.
How old is he?
Jan Yannick, he's only 21, so he's still young.
Really? Oh, yeah. I feel like a toolbox. I didn't look. I mean, we got a lot of little acquisitions. I didn't look at them all, right? But well, that's good. What about Amadeo? Do you know anything much about him? I might be saying that wrong. Steos loves him. The little. I think it's Amadeo. Isn't that how you say it? Yeah. I don't know much about him either.
He's a good little grinder. Like he'll grind you out. He's a good put him against the top line. He's going to grind that top line.
Yeah, so he's like a better Parker Kelly, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad we got rid of him too. We needed a change. And everyone see, this is the problem with Ottawa. Everyone loves Parker. It's like the Mike Fisher syndrome. Mike Fisher got traded on. I'm like, he's such a nice guy. Who cares? I like Mike Fisher too, but like you need change and things and like nice. You want to
go to Nashville with Carey Underwood.
Yeah, I know. I mean, come on. We live in a meritless society. I want a Stanley Cup.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But no, you guys got a lot of good, and the pickup, Xavier Bogart from Edmonton, that's going to be a good pickup too.
I don't know much about him either.
He's a great prospect. He'll give you a lot of scoring on the wing.
Okay.
And he's like 6'6", 6'7".
You're not
So
talking about Yakimchuk, not the draft.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Xavier Bolger.
Bolgar. Okay. Yeah.
The guy that you guys traded for the one of your high picks, but he just couldn't pan out in Ottawa. He's a scorer.
Oh, it was oh my goodness. I know exactly who you're talking about because we traded him to. Yes, it's the player you're talking about.
Yes.
Lassie Thompson?
No,
Wasn't Thompson?
he's a Swede, I do believe. He's a right winger or left winger.
No, I'm bad with that stuff. I don't know.
I can't remember the name. I'd have to look the name up.
It's all good.
But yeah, so it was kind of like a 1-for-1, so fresh start for either. But I think Xavier Bolger has a better upside.
Okay, good. Danny, sounds like you're a Sens fan.
Actually, Ranger fan, but
I know. We gave you a pajama dad. You're welcome. I love it.
And then another great prospect that you guys got, I think he got drafted this year, was Carter Yamchuk.
Yeah, Yakimchuk. Yeah, big boy,
he's going
man.
to be a real good prospect as well.
Yeah, he's mean. He's a mean kid, but he's got a great smile, man. I love it. He kind of reminds me of me when I was younger.
And like, I find the Western Hockey League defensemen, they're just ready to go right into the NHL because they play that hard-nosed style.
Yeah, man. He's the guys at the draft that didn't like him, really didn't like him. You know, they thought maybe I could go to the second. But here's the thing: the guys that liked him loved him. They're just like, I don't know how no one's picking him. So I do think the Sens wanted Igilna.
Yeah.
I just think I still wanted Yakimchuk. I'm probably an idiot because Igilna is like a firecracker. But I'm very happy about Yakimchuk.
But
I think it's bust or nothing, right? With him, he's the kind of player.
They were looking towards like, is Shabbat? Are we going to sign Shabbat? Or are we just going to let him walk? Because you got Sanderson now, who I think is better than Shabbat.
Yes, absolutely.
And I would let Shabbat walk with that contract, and then you got Yamchuk who can fit right in wherever you want him.
I don't know. I think he's 19. Yeah, I know the days. I mean, we're similar age. So remember when we were younger, they draft and develop for 2-3 years, but like you don't need to do that anymore. Like you said, the Western Hockey League, they're just breeding big boys out. You know.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to see him. I mean, we are a little. What's the word? Shook or rattled or have a little trauma from things like the Curtis Lazar experiment where we kind of rushed him in and he never developed into the proper player he could have been. So I think maybe the new management's a little like, let's just see what's going on. But if the kid's that big, like if he went through puberty when he was 15 and he's like, you know, and it's 4 years later and he's absolutely massive and he's like, look, I'm good. I can keep learning. And he's like a man's man. Bring him in.
It's like when the Rangers draft Lafreniere during the COVID year. Like, if you look at Lafreniere from there to last year, he actually got a full NHL season to kind of get his stride, and he's become like top 6 forward for the Rangers.
He even looks different, Danny. Like, he just like I didn't fill into my man body till like 22, 23. Some of my friends filled into their man body at 19. You know, and they still look the same maybe a little fatter today, but whatever. But the same shoulders and, you know, like biology development is very important. Like I'm still waiting for Josh Norris to finish puberty.
Yeah. And then
he's such a little guy.
He is. But if he could stay healthy, I think he'd be a great player.
He is a phenomenal player, but he's not. 2 surgeries. Come on. It's a wishful thinking, but I think they're just waiting. You know, they're just waiting. So if you got a lot of Josh Norris cards, sell them. Don't listen to me. I'm the worst seller of cards ever.
Hey, Christopher Works, thanks for coming, buddy. Yeah, so I guess the next question, we already kind of talked about it a bit, but Allmark, I think he's going to be great for Matt Sogard to lead into the future.
Yes, Danny, totally agree. Sogard is awesome, and what a nice like mentor-protege relationship, right? Not like the Swayman thing. If Sogard goes to hug Allmark, he's probably going to drop him.
But I definitely think that it's going to be good for Mats to learn from Allmark, especially where Allmark's been around.
Yep.
And he'll be able to fill in those 20 or 30 games for him. And then he has someone now he can go after a game and be like, So what did you see that I didn't see?
Yeah, true help off like a good. I hope they have a good relationship, good teammate thing going on. You know, we're protege mentor. I love it. Absolutely. Sogard's got such good potential. You know, the Corpusalo experiment just not worked. I kind of felt bad for him. I'm like, obviously you're not this bad, but dude, you're so bad right now. You
Yeah.
know, yeah. The classic Ottawa thing. He'll probably be really good on another team, as usual.
But I think now Ottawa has their actual number one starter that they've been missing since Damian Rhodes.
Yeah, Craig Anderson.
Yeah,
Love
Craig Anderson.
Yeah, very underrated, man. I wish he brought us to the finals. I mean, we got schmuckered pretty good, but and look, the 2 years after he left Ottawa, he was fantastic. He was so good. Oh, I love Craig Anderson too. Yeah, he's good.
But yeah, I think Allmark definitely this year's biggest surprise free agent signing trade out of the season.
And we got him so early during the off season that everyone kind of forgot. People in Ottawa are upset, like, oh, Steos didn't do anything. Oh, wait, yeah, we got Allmark. Okay, we're good.
Steos, no one gives him credit, but he's so smart because he only retained $1 million of the Corpusalo contract, which was the shocker out of it all.
You said it, Danny. I texted my son at school. He's like, Dad, nice try. He didn't even believe me. He didn't even believe me that we got rid of. No one saw that coming. No one saw that coming. Wild,
he's a very underrated GM and very smart too.
So far, I don't want to give him all the credit. I agree. I have trauma from Dorian, right? Today is the best day of my life. I traded Mark Stone. I'm like, oh my God, what did you just say? That's verbatim, by the way. He said that.
Now going to the biggest question, because
oh boy,
this is a good one for me because I coached the new coach, Travis Green. What are your thoughts?
So when I first heard about it, I was very upset. Not very upset. I'm a highly excitable person. So I was like, what? We hired a Toronto Maple Leaf as our coach? Because that's where my brain went right away. I hated Green. He only played for the Leafs, 2 years? He just, I think I'll throw it to the net. Oh, I scored. Oh, I think I'll throw that. Oh, I scored. Him and Neil at the on the bench. And, oh, man, just his face got under my skin. I couldn't believe it. I'm on my group chat with not my card buddies, but like my childhood friends. We're all losing it. Who is this plug? And then give it about 36 hours. And I'm like, I love it. I love it. I watched all the videos on him. I watched how he carried himself. I'm like, he kind of reminds me of Steos, I can see what it's going to be great. I think Green is great. He's hard-nosed. Everyone says his practices are hell. They're probably not. He just probably wants them to practice hard. And that's what our team needs. We have no structure. I mean, I know that's such a buzzword for the Sens. They have no structure, but it's true. We had nothing. We had no proper way to play the basic game. A good, simple breakout. Our team has had no identity for 8 years. No identity. Nothing. We've had no. It starts with the coach. I mean, doesn't it? I mean, it starts with the coach. And if you don't respect the coach, I think they respected Dorian, but they respected him like a buddy. I don't want Green to be buddies with the team. I want them to have a professional relationship, not friendship. I don't know. I think Travis is going to bring. I think he's already brought such great professionalism to our team. Same with Steve and Mr. Anlauer. And everybody in between, right? We have a framework now. So if he has a problem, if Green has a problem, he has the right avenues to go to. I don't think, as much as I don't like DJ Smith, I don't think DJ Smith had the avenues to go to if things were wrong. So I think Green is going to be successful. He understands what this team needs. He has said it. If anyone's interested, I mean, I don't really watch like Blue Jacket media events, but if anyone's interested, Ottawa Senators have a great media presence on their channel on YouTube, and they interview. They have an hour-long interview with Travis Green, and it's awesome. He's very well measured. He speaks very well. He's not crazy like me all over the place. He's fantastic, and he wants to win. And I don't, you know what? I don't even care if I don't like him. Just win, man. Just win, right? Like if someone cures cancer and you don't like them, you're still going to take the medicine. So if you don't like Green and you're winning hockey games, you're a very likable person in my world.
I think Travis Green is going to do wonders because he's a very defensive-minded coach.
Okay.
and he's going to hold players accountable if they
Boom.
don't play his way.
That's right.
He'll sit you. Like, he's not going to be afraid. He will sit you until you learn to play his style. And I think that's what a young core needs as well.
Like Timmy Stützle I'm serious. I'm going to say it. He's top 5 best players talent-wise in the entire league. But right now he's like 50th. You know, like he's top 100. Sure, Stützle's great. I'm telling you, as someone who watches him play every single game, he is a superstar. Like Kaprizov, I'd put Stützle ahead of Kaprizov. I mean, I'm no 1A, 1B maybe, but he is absolutely phenomenal. He can't figure it out. He doesn't know where to go and how to do the thing. And sometimes there's flashes of brilliance. He needs structure. He needs a guy like Green, right?
Yeah.
Like, our boys need to know when it is a good time to go off the narrative and when it is not, and when to play structured hockey. That's kind of the problem, right? So if it's a potential 2-on-1, but it's a little too risky, Stützle will do it and probably lose the puck. We need someone like Green to say, yes, the payoff would have been great, but you should have played it safe, pass back, go for line change, set up, and then go. Basic hockey 101, right? I mean, you would know that better than me, Danny. But
then, too, I think a lot of people wanted Daniel Alverson to be the coach, but I just don't think he's ready.
No,
he's not ready at all.
And he said that. He said, maybe one day, but not. See, that's the thing, right? They're like, oh, Alfredsson would be so great behind the bed. Like, a lot of things would be so great. Like bouncing on clouds would be great too, but it's not reality. Like, and Danny, I have a question for you. When you're watching my team, are you losing your mind with you're like, these guys don't even know how to freaking break out of their own zone?
So like when I watch other teams, the coach in me is
that's what I'm talking about.
The structure, like, okay, this player's not playing his side of the ice. Like, he's over on this side.
Yeah.
So, like, when I'm watching hockey and I see 3 players going at one puck, I'm losing my mind. I'm like, why? You got this guy open over here, this guy open over here, and that player knows. So he knows, he sees 3, I got the easy pass to my left or to my right, and we're gone. So it's crucial that you got the right winger stays on the right, left on the left, and center always up the middle.
Yeah. But like, when did that lose? I don't know when my hockey team forgot that. Like that. Like I don't even know how DJ Smith ran his practices. Like he was always chewing gum, always laughing, always. I'm like, what upset me is when guys like Claude Giroux came over. I never understood why. Like, maybe he did, and I don't know. But when you come from a team like Philadelphia and Florida, and then you meet DJ Smith behind the bench, like, hey, bud, how's it going? Hey, you're looking good. Like, it just seems so goofy to me. He seemed like a Disney character. I'm not attacking the man's character. I'm trying not to attack just his job. It seemed very odd. Like, I was like, who's running this team? It seems like a daycare, like not a daycare, but country club. That's what someone said. Like
he seemed very chalant on the bench. Like he was just one of the players, not.
Yeah, it was just, oh God. And I don't know why they needed months and months to figure that out. I mean, that's where I got a bit nervous. Staios was a little wet behind the ears, But hey, I mean, I want nothing more than be proven wrong on everything I just said, right? All we want is a Stanley Cup. That's all I want.
Yeah, I think that's all every team wants.
I know.
Just a couple new people joined us. I want to give a shout out to Yana's Journeys, Oil Collector, my buddy from Truro.
Nice.
God is Great, Titus, all the way from China. So thanks, guys, for coming in. Appreciate it.
Right on.
No, definitely Travis Green, though, is, I think, low-key biggest off-season key acquisition for the Sens.
I'm glad we didn't.
I know there's a lot of names out there, like Todd McClellan and stuff like that, but I think Travis Green's going to be the best fit for the Senators.
I agree. And there was so much talk with oh my goodness, I'm going to say the wrong thing. Not I was going to say Bertuzzi. Berube. There was so much talk with Berube coming to Ottawa. I didn't want that. Like, I'm like, I don't think the boys need angry grandpa. That's not what that's not what he looks like, a villain to me, And I love Berube. I think he's fantastic. When he got let go, I was like, what? Well, just like everybody else was a little confused. Like, what was that all about? But he got caught off guard, I'm sure, too. But I just didn't. And maybe it would have worked great. Maybe it would have worked awesome for the Sens. I kind of don't think so. Could you imagine Berube looking at Stützle and being like, "You're sucking and you're not listening to what I just don't think that would go well." I feel like Green might have a little better tact. So I'm super happy he went to Toronto. Super happy. Let the circus begin. I love it. Marner, sit down.
Marner's going to be crying a lot.
Oh yeah, it's okay. He's got a good home life. He'll be all right.
Shout out to Random Ritz for coming in and MPP National Park Princess. Thanks for coming in, guys. Appreciate it. No, I think big year for the Sens.
Yeah, man.
Definitely, I think they make the playoffs.
I was just going to ask you, Danny. Yeah, give me some, because I'm biased opinion, right? So what do you think? You think we'll hit the playoffs?
I think you're going to get wild card in there.
Okay.
You might pull off the 5th seed.
Okay.
I just find the Atlantic division is so tight right now. Even with Florida losing them, they still gain a few, and Tampa gained back a few. Tampa just went younger this year.
Tampa will always be good. It drives me nuts because they're with our inaugural season, right? The 92-93. We joined the league with them. And then who was before us? San Jose. Everyone has cups except us.
But no, I think the Atlantic division is the hardest division right now because every team's on the up. Like you got the Rangers, Capitals are down. I think this might be Ovechkin's last year. I think he's just in it to beat the Gretzky thing now.
You think he'll do it? I don't think so.
I don't think. I think you could tell last year he slowed right down.
Yeah, we're the minority. Most people think he will. I just don't, and I want him to. I love Ovechkin. I want him to. But I mean,
if Ovechkin doesn't, Auston Matthews is right there now.
Anyways, what's the next question?
But yeah, no, but I'd rather see Matthews maybe do it, but
Matthews will never do it. Ever.
Hart would be, I want to see McDavid.
Yes, now we're talking. The real hockey player. A good one.
But I would say Panarin, another 100-point season for the Rangers. Hands down.
I just bought a patch card off of Panarin off of COMC today. It was great.
Oh, nice.
Good player, yeah.
I guess my next question is big year for Shane Pinto.
Yeah, that's my boy. Bet on Pinto to win. Don't do that. I know it's not
especially
horrible.
Being off all last season and then coming in close to the end. I think he's going to have a lot to prove this year.
He is a stud. Listen, everybody listening, if you want to get into hockey cards, you don't know who to buy, and you think they're going to be good, buy Shane Pinto. And don't take my advice. Take it. It doesn't matter. I have over 300 of his young guns. So he is so smart. He is so personable. He's best friends with everybody on the team. Look at what he's gone through. He had a shoulder surgery from 3 years ago. That poor kid hasn't had a chance to have a full season. And he is lights out, smart, talented. He is so good. He will be our Norris is going to get hurt and Pinto's going to be our second line center. Mark my words. He's just going to be. I hope it doesn't happen too soon because I'd like him to be on the third line a little bit. But I'm telling you, man, he is a perfect example of someone who's going to benefit from someone like Jensen and Perron, you know? And it's not just going to be old man Giroux always saying the same thing. He's going to have other people now. They got a big goalie in the back, so it's more confidence for Pinto to maybe take some chances. He's going to be great. I'm so happy you brought that up, Danny. Shane Pinto is the kid.
Not a lot of people know, but Nick Jensen has always been a steady defenseman. He's not going to get any awards, but you know what you're getting night in, night out. He's going to block shots. He's going to be that defensive presence. So this gives your Jake Sanderson or your offensive defenseman room to be the offensive defenseman that they're going to be. Because they got that steady defenseman behind them with Nick Jensen.
What do you think, Danny? Do you think they'll pair up Jansen with Shabbat? Because Shabbat, like, he was at 30 minutes. The guy was playing 30 minutes for 6 years. Like, it's insane. And DJ Smith he didn't have much of a chance to not. But I don't want to pick on the guy. It's too easy. But Shabbat he looks like he's got miles on him that from a 25-year season. So I'm hoping our new not branding for the lack of a better word, but our new kind of refresher here kind of gives Shabbat a new lease on life on a little bit of a second career, because his talent, Danny, is insane.
Oh, I've seen
Insane.
Shabbat play in the queue.
Yeah, so you know, right? He's a
Yeah.
wizard. He was like you know how many mistakes he made last year? He was terrible. He was so bad. And
I think a lot of that has to do with just the whole Ottawa defense structure in
yeah,
general. Because I think that they were pairing people that didn't pair well together at all. And like Shabbat, as you said, he was with Eric Carlson for the longest time.
Yeah.
So he learned from Eric Carlson a bit.
Yeah, that might not be the best way. So when you get the puck, you skate all the way to the other end and you shoot it. Like, I don't think that's our
But
job.
Shabbat's got the more smarts than Carlson.
Absolutely, yeah.
He knows when to go and when not to go. He can read the play before it even starts. So he knows, okay, I can go, or I see that guy up there, and I'm going to get the one pass. Like, Shabbat's a smart player, and I think he'll get paired with Jensen.
I hope so, man. I hope he needs a break.
I think they might pair Jensen with Sanderson and just give Sanderson that veteran presence, too.
That'd be the smarter play. Might not help.
So that way he can learn a little bit from him.
Yeah.
But it's hard to say. Like, I was high on Lassie Thompson, and I don't know
Everybody
why
was.
That kid never made it.
I saw him in Belleville. My son and I go to the Belleville Sens games a lot, so we saw Lassie Thompson the day we loved him. But it just sometimes when he wasn't good, it was really not good, right? And almost like he gave up in a weird way. Like, you could just see it. Like the legs aren't moving, the shoulders kind of go down when he goes to get the puck. It's like, man, you probably shouldn't do that. You got to go hard all the time, you know.
Yeah. But like Clevin would go good pair with Shabbat.
Clevin, oh dude, I really hope he makes it, Danny. I really hope Tyler Clevin makes it. You know what I'm upset they got rid of? I don't know if you know him, but Juventus. Yeah, he was great. He was awesome. No one knows about that. He was a great. Watch out for that kid. He was really, really good, man. Always smiling too. Super happy guy. Big kid. Very, very good. I was a little upset when we got rid of him. You know. Yeah,
no, definitely. He's a good kid as well.
Yeah. What'd you think about Brandy getting let go? I think that was time, eh, Brandstrom?
Yeah, I think. I just don't think he was a fit for Ottawa.
I agree. And I like him. Great talent. Great. I think he'll be great wherever he goes. Just it was time to go, you know.
Yeah, I just don't think he fit well in Ottawa's system that they want to run.
Yeah, agreed.
We got a question here from Southern Boys for you, Phil.
Yeah, sure.
Get our question.
Oh. Well, my son liked him a lot. I don't think if you're looking for like a numismatic value, like money wise, I wouldn't be going to try to sell it anytime. I would just hold on to it. I don't know much. I don't know if he's on a 2-way contract, actually. Do you know?
Probably not.
Probably not. I'm going to check quickly. I believe he's Czech, right? I'm not sure. Yeah.
Checkers.
Yeah, I can't tell quickly. I'm not sure. I know my son likes him a lot. I watched him play. Very good, very skilled. I don't think they're looking at him too much to make the team, though, you know. I think he's probably going to be more of a journeyman. I hope I'm wrong. I have quite a few young guns of his as well. If anyone wants any, I'll just send them to you. Yeah, that might describe how I feel about the situation. Yeah.
Definitely. So yeah, I guess get all our hockey talk out of the way and all that. So as we were saying, I know you're a huge Brady Tkachuk collector.
Massive Brady boy, yeah.
Massive. I see it every time you open stuff. Brady Tkachuk, Brady Tkachuk. But I don't think a lot of people know who your number one guy is that you collect.
That's true. They don't.
And that one's a real intriguing one to me.
Yeah, I have like probably maybe like 25,000 of his cards. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Why don't we tell everyone who your main piece?
Sure, I'll show you right now. Look at this handsome guy. Oh yeah, Danny Alfredson, baby, number 11. So I love Danny Alfredson. Look, that you won't see this too often. Look how short his hair is.
Hold on, I'll put you on a bigger screen here.
Oh, sure. It's a nice card. Oh, the guys probably don't care that much. There you go. It still looks pretty good. That's okay, Danny. I think they can see it there.
All right.
And then, so Danny Alfred, I'm so happy you said that, man. No one ever asked me about Alfredson. So he's my biggest PC personal collection. And oh, good. Here, I'll show it again.
There you go.
Right on. I'll show it again. So one of my goals was to collect all. So Dan Alfredsson has 57 rookie cards, not like 500 like all the new players today. So he has 57 rookie cards. If someone listening wants to PC a certain player, go to www.tcdb.com, tradingcarddatabase.com, and it can give you, it's archaic. You might as well use DOS prompt, but it'll give you all the cards of any player you want by year, by position. It's pretty wild. It's just a big database. So if you go there, you look up Daniel Alfredsson, he has 57. Sometimes it goes to 56 and 58. Guys argue in the community notes. I don't take part in that. So we'll say over 50 cards under 60, okay? So one of my goals when I was a PSA fanboy, I'm not anymore, was to get all his rookie cards in PSA 10s. So there's one. That's a special edition. There's the gold. So I bought the gold of this one. Cost me like $400 for a card that nobody wants, but I wanted it. So they got that. This is also another one, an artist proof. That's a 5, and I can't figure out why, but I have a 10. So anyways, I have tons. I don't want to, I just won't keep showing them. Well, I'll show you some. There's another one, and they're all 10. So I have 28 PSA slabs all here. Oh yeah. So here, I'll show you. This is pretty cool. So it gets really fun if you guys like collecting old players. So, and then there's a third one that's not glossy at all. So they're both 10s. Oh no, this is a 5, but I have the 10 somewhere. And he's my biggest collection. So I have all his rookie cards in raw, not slabbed. I started to get every card of his second year, third year. I can't keep up because once the 2000s hit, it's over, right? Like it's over. There's like 180 Alfredsson cards in 2004. Well, I'm a single father, man. I'm not doing that. So I just collect the ones I like a lot now. I'm so happy you asked, Danny, because no one ever cares about my Alfredsson
I've been
collection.
watching you for quite some time, and I knew.
Oh, thanks, brother.
Just from watching, I was like, okay, I know Brady Tkachuk's his second, but I know his first. And when I saw it, I was like, as soon as I heard the name and seen it and the smile on your face whenever you opened it, I knew that's your number one PC guy. Yes,
Danny, you're absolutely right. So here's one that most people think is his rookie card. And it is. This is a rookie card. It's his SP. Is it his? Yeah, it's his SP. So most people think they go, oh, I have a Daniel Alfredsson rookie card. He has 57 of them. Whatever you think makes to me, a rookie card is a licensed product from the NHL of the rookie year. That to me is a rookie card. If it's a McDonald's card or a Tim Hortons card, that's a rookie card. It's just not one that's highly sought after, right?
Yeah.
So there's so many. And then they just go bonkers. Here's another beautiful one. So that's the Parkhurst International Crown Gold. That took me forever to get. I mean, these cost me a lot of money, and I don't even care anymore. Here, you want to see my most expensive one? This cost me $700. Crazy,
Jeez.
eh? For his Topps Finest. Yeah, I know. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. But it's a beautiful card. And it's a 10, but I don't care anymore. So I've stopped collecting the PSA 10s. I'm happy with my collection that I got. No, I'm not going to sell them. I had a bad experience with PSA, and it's just kind of upset me, and I don't want to play their grading game much anymore. So I collect my cards raw for the most part now. And I'm just such a big PSA fanboy, or Danny Alfredsson fanboy. And
I actually got a card I can show you that.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it.
So this is actually Jeff Sanderson WHL rookie card.
Get out of here. Oh my God, I haven't seen this. Those cards are around so much when we were kids, eh?
Yep. So
that's
I actually
wild.
Picked this up. The guy wanted $5 and I got it for $1.50.
You haggled on the 5?
Yeah.
You're an animal. I would have given him 10 and left.
I know what they are kind of worth and everything. Mm-hmm. So he was like, if I can get it for cheaper, I might as well. And then I picked up a lot of Sandersons for $7.
Oh, that's odd. Danny, it really sounds like you're turning into a Sens fan, buddy.
But my PC guy is Everly. I love Jordan.
Yeah, I could. Well, the jersey might have given the way. You know what's funny though? 14 is my favorite number as well. I just never made it to the show. I actually didn't even make it to Junior B. House league only.
I actually got a nice card here that one of my friends sent me. If I can find it for you, you might have seen it in some of my videos.
Let's see.
I'm trying to find it wherever I put it. I don't know where I put it.
Oh, you got a Fanatics hat on. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Do you see the Fanatics Fan Fest going on in the States now?
I have not.
Oh, you should check it out, man. They have a lot of media online. So it's the National Card Show just finished, and then now they're having Fanatics Fest. So it's a sports entertainment thing they're doing, which also happens to have a card show. It'd be really cool to go check it out. You lost the card already, Danny?
No, I got it. It's just
okay.
in my file.
This better be a good card. The anticipation's killing everybody.
Yeah. I think most of them have seen it.
Okay.
There we go. So this is actually one of my favorites. It was actually sent in to me from Perch, who I did the show with.
Okay.
Picked it up by a card show.
Ooh, nice, man. That is beautiful.
This is when Panini made cards.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's a Panini. Is that patch on the front, is that stitched or is that a picture?
That is stitched.
No kidding. That's awesome, man. So that's 2012-13?
That is 2010.
Oh, oof, I'm bad. Not even close. No kidding.
And then, so this was sent for me. If you haven't, you should check out Leafs Fan Down Under.
Leafs Fan Down Under?
Yeah, it's a wife and husband show.
Okay.
They open a ton of cards. They're from Australia.
Leafs Fan. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah, the Dingo HO, baby. Okay,
and they actually sent me this in a package, which I was ecstatic over because it's a Rangers card.
Oh, nice. Is that an acid? No, it's a clear cut type of.
It's like plexiglass.
No kidding. How's the ink? Can you turn on the auto? That's blue ink.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks nice. There's nothing worse than when they use like a black marker and the card like a wrong colored marker. That's very nice.
And then, so a friend of mine too, because I collect Rangers, and I've also been doing a big PC is Brian Leach.
Oh yeah, American born, eh?
Yeah, I love Brian Leach.
Yeah, he was awesome.
He reminds me so much of Adam Fox.
Dude, Fox, why does Adam Fox get no hobby love? He is so good. You see him in the playoffs? Oh my God. He was like maybe your best player. I mean, no, but he's up there.
Yeah, definitely.
He's a stud, man. I'd kill for that. He doesn't have an exciting name. It's a one syllable. Adam Fox. No one really wants to say it. I know it's something silly could be, but what do you think? Were you a Mike Richter fan?
I am.
Yeah, okay. He was always such a good goalie, man. He was so good.
I don't know what is, but the Rangers know how to draft goalies in the late rounds.
Yeah, well, yeah, King Henrique there, such a handsome man.
7th round.
Star. Who was 7th round?
Henrik.
Lundqvist was 7th round? What?
7th round.
I didn't know that. No kidding.
And Shesterkin was 5th or 6th round.
I knew he was a later one. I knew, but wasn't he a bit of a slower start too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
stayed in the KHL for a couple of years.
Yeah, I just remember it was like, what? When did he get drafted? And it was like years ago, but he developed well, you know? Well, I mean, look at my boy, Craig Anderson. He didn't get good till he was 30.
Yeah.
Like it was great. I know a bit younger, but I mean, Ottawa gave him a chance. He ran with it. That's what I hope happens with Ullmark. I hope for the next decade, he's our guy, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah. I want his name to have no stank from Boston. Oh, I wanted to show you this. Yeah, I pulled that. Look at that.
Nice. I have that. I was trying to find it, but
look at that young gun
somewhere.
That's PowerPoint presentation, baby.
That's the original Young Guns. Not many people know that.
And you want to know something? Here, I have it right in front of me too. I know I keep turning off the camera. Where did it go? It's worth it. I promise you. Son of a Von Druk. Oh, here it is. This is after, but look at that. That's a Young Guns from Alfredson.
Nice.
But it's not the Young Guns like this. I forget. I forget the backstory with this, but it's not the young. It's a collector's card. Like be a choice collector. It's not part of their flagship like this. I believe that's what it is. So it's technically a Young Guns, but it's not this Young Guns.
And then I think not a lot of people know, but I know. You just started collecting a goalie.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. Hold on. Let me give context. So I've only ever collected Sens, a few Habs here and there quietly because I don't want people to know, like Bobby Smith and Larry Robinson. Shh, don't tell anyone. And that's pretty much it, right? And so I haven't been able to like flex my collecting. So Parker's Champions came out, sold. So I'm doing the master set, and then sometimes once in a while I'll buy a card like Connor McDavid or Vasilevsky, and I fall in love with the player in the patch. So Danny, you can take over. You noticed a little something about me. Go ahead.
Yeah, I noticed in your last video, you got, I think, did you pull it or did you buy it?
No, I bought it. I bought it.
Yeah, you bought it.
Yeah.
And I just loved it because
sick, eh?
The patch was so beautiful, and the card was.
Yeah, I got it right here. You want to see it? I got it right here.
And I don't think Vasilevsky gets the hobby love that he deserves either.
Oh, look at that, everybody watching. Oh, yeah.
And is that on-card auto?
On-card. All Parker's Champions are on-card autos.
And I love the 4 patch color.
Yeah, it's sick, eh? Look, you want to see a nice one? Here's a Draisaitl.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
I've gone down the rabbit hole. Year.
Pardon me?
Maybe an Oiler next year.
I don't want him to be, but I want him to be. Man, who doesn't root for the Oilers? Everyone wants the Oilers to win, right? Unless they're playing my Sens. But I want McDavid to get his cup. We need that as a country. I don't know, something about it. You're rooting for him. You know?
I said, whatever Canadian team wins Stanley Cup, they're going to make that day a national holiday in Canada.
Except the blue team. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it. Everyone.
That'll fall on the holiday that no one cares about.
Yeah, I'll go to work. I'll just go cut some trees down and lay in front of them. Just hit me. That'll be a bad day for Phil if never win the cup. Ooh.
But no, you have a great collection. Like the Brady Tkachuk collection is. I'd have to say you are the biggest Brady Tkachuk collector because I don't know very many, and every time I see you, it's Tkachuk.
Thank you, Danny. Tkachuk. Yeah. I like my Brady Tkachuk cards. They're awesome. I'm actually going tomorrow to get another one, a cup card, a cup RPA. It's going to be my 16th one out of 100. So I own 16% of the market for his for the cup RPAs. I don't even know. This is so stupid. I don't even know why I'm doing it. I just love the cards. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, that's a sick card. I'm like, but I have 15 others, but I want it. Yeah, I'm trading my Hasek. I'll show you what I'm trading for it. I'm trading this card. So I'm trading this Hasek, which is a beautiful, exquisite RPA. And Hasek signature is awesome. So I'm trading this card plus $500 for Brady Tkachuk rookie patch auto 3 color. So I'm doing that. Yeah, and the reason I'm trading the Hasek is because I have 2 of them. Now, why do I have 2 of them? Because I bought one a while ago, and then I saw a guy selling 6 old hockey cards, and Bobby Orr. I'll show you again. One sec. I'll show you. And then this card was part of it. You're gonna love it. It's worth the wait. I promise you. It's worth the wait. Yeah, this card here. I wanted this Bobby Orr. Look at that. That is beautiful.
That is nice.
Yeah, and only 25 in existence. So I wanted this card, but I had to buy the Hasek from the guy. And I said, well, I don't want the Hasek. And he goes, well, you have to buy both. So I did. Because I really wanted Bobby, right? So I'm going to trade that Hasek to another guy in Ottawa for the Brady Tkachuk. I mean, he's hosing me a little bit by a couple of hundred, but I don't care. I don't care. You live once, right?
I got a couple cards that I've some guests. But these are way before our time.
Okay.
These are from when my dad's dad collected.
Oh, wow. Grandpa. Oh, was that 53, 54?
I think so.
Yeah, it's after the park, couple years after the Parkies there, eh?
Yeah.
That is wild.
So we got that. They're a little bit beat up, but
Danny, don't fold the cards, eh? You shouldn't be doing that. Look at that. Is that Doug Harvey?
No, this is Guy Gene Talbot.
Oh, okay.
Or Gene Guy Talbot. That's it.
Okay.
Then we got
Mahovlich? No, I can't tell. No way. That's all right in the middle.
Say, Alex Delvecchio.
Delvecchio?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a Detroit card?
Yeah.
It's got 3 leaves on it. That's so funny.
Then
Way
we
to go,
got
Upper
Richard
Deck.
Duff.
It's not Upper Deck. Oh, okay. Colonialism.
Then we got the Canadians on guard.
This is crazy. Were these all wrapped in an elastic?
No, these are my dad's that I found sitting in our attic.
I love that jersey, man.
And this one is actually, if you can look close, it's actually signed in a black pen by him.
Get out of here. Wow,
and
that's awesome.
Lee Foligno, or Foligno.
Beautiful. Really nice.
They're beat up, but still got sentimental value.
Absolutely, man. My sticker book from 1986 don't even turn a page, but it's mine. Don't touch it. I would never sell it, That's awesome, man.
A couple of odds and ends I still have kicking around from them.
Who's your main PC, Danny? Like your main guy, your go-to guy? Is it Eberle?
Eberle, but like card-wise, Eberle's not there. It's actually Cole Lind.
How come?
I just love Cole Lind.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's a good answer.
From when he got drafted by the Canucks to being on this Seattle team.
Yeah.
But I just find he's not getting his he needs to be called to the NHL because he's a great player. He's a right winger. He's, I think, 6'7". He's got a hell of a shot.
Wow.
Can skate, can dangle. He just needs that shot. So like I picked that up. That's one of my Colin's rookie patch.
Okay.
Rookie thread.
Okay. I don't know anything about him at all.
But yeah, he played in the Western Hockey League.
When did you first come up? Like, what happened for you to go like, whoa, who's that guy?
So I'm huge on collecting the underdogs. People that don't collect. So like I PC Eberle, Cole Lind, Alex Brie-Boulet.
Excuse yourself. Who?
Yeah, Alex
I thought you sneezed. Okay.
He was on Tampa.
Okay.
And now he got traded to Montreal. He's one of my huge PC guys.
So his cards just doubled in value just from the trade. Go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, his cards are really cheap. Like
for now, man, Quebecers get their hands on it. It's over for you, buddy.
So like, I got like tons of his young guns.
Okay. Oh, his Pinto's here.
Yeah, like.
Nice.
I'm picking his stuff up for dirt cheap. Like
right on. You're prospecting, as they call it.
Yeah. But like it's guys that aren't going to make Hall of Fames or anything, and
you never know. You never know.
But so I collect him. Teuvo Teravainen's another guy I've been collecting.
He's not so much of an underdog. He's pretty good.
No, he's pretty well known.
Yeah.
Who else have I been collecting?
Are you a set collector, Danny? Do you finish sets, or are you a set completionist?
No,
not a big set guy. Okay.
I'm weird because I just collect my players, then whoever I don't collect, I'm sending to people.
Yeah, that's not weird. That's great. Good for you. You're a good man.
Like, it's just going to sit in a pile that I'm never going to do.
I do the same,
and if I can send it to someone who's going to appreciate it, and they'll send me something I like it's a win-win.
Yeah. No, you send positive energy out, you're probably going to get it back. That's my version of karma.
A couple new people joined us here, so shout out to Nord, Quebec diehard fan, and actually, he's got a huge Gregory Denisenko collection.
Oh yeah,
like nice. Huge.
We all collect funny, like we're all different, man. I know social media, it's always the Matthews cards and the Marners and the McDavids, but I firmly believe 90% of our hobby, we're all a bunch of weirdos. Yeah. We're all a bunch of weird old dudes buying sweaty men on cardboard, and I love it. It's great.
And so my other collector is Braden Snyder from the Rangers.
Okay.
Huge defenseman.
Yeah, I know Schneider for sure.
Yeah, I collect a ton of him.
That's a nice card. So
yeah, this was sent in to me.
Nice.
And then another one I've been collecting through everything is Zach Jones. That's an on-card signed.
Did you get that on card? Did you do that? Did you get it signed yourself?
No, it came signed.
That's awesome, man.
So that's another huge PC I've been starting to collect, and that everyone here knows, and I'm still on the hunt for it. So if you ever come across it, let me know, because he's my second favorite player.
Ooh.
And that's Philadelphia Kessel, and I'm on the hunt for the hot dog Stanley Cup card.
Kessel is the best. I love Kessel, man.
That is my holy grail of all the cards.
The hot dog card?
That.
The hot dog card?
Yeah, like him with the Stanley Cup and the hot dogs in it.
Yeah. Wouldn't that, you can't find that on eBay? I would think it'd be on eBay, no?
I don't know. I've been looking and looking. So I keep telling everybody, if they find it, let me know.
I'm pretty sure I could send that your way in a few days. We'll talk after the show. That won't be a problem. I'll send that to you.
Because that is my holy grail. That's the one card that is going to be my holy grail of all cards.
I love when people say, when you see memes of Kessel, when they say, this is what a peak athletic male performance looks like. And he goes, big gut out. I love it. And it's like, no, he's actually amazing. Like, it's not a joke. He's phenomenal. When he was on Boston, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. He was so good. He
was. I love Kessel.
Yeah, he's such a goofy guy. I love it.
And he's a great interview.
He's fantastic. How's your breath?
Reminds you of one of the guys. Like, he's there to have fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's not there to work out, we know.
No. Like, I've got his rookie Boston card.
Nice. I'd love to pick up his Young Guns, but I never do.
And then I got his Leaf worn jersey.
Nice. Game used. That titanium card? I think it's the titanium card, eh?
Yeah, titanium.
Yeah. I miss those cards, man. Bring back Panini.
Yeah, definitely. And then I got his Coyotes game worn
jersey.
jersey.
Nice. Okay.
So I'm just missing the Boston game worn jersey from him.
You like game used cards?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, too bad game used. Half of the product isn't game used.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like,
No, that's ridiculous. That
super silly.
It's just something to get more money.
Look what's going on with the Bedard stuff, man. It's wild. You buy any Bedard cards?
No. I don't like Bedard. I think I'm the only person who does.
Oh, really?
Like Bedard.
I have no opinion. I don't have any of his cards either. I don't know. See what happens. I don't want Chicago to do well. That's my opinion. Screw them. They've done well, great, long enough in my life. I need my team to do well.
I'm not on the Bedard hype train.
Yeah.
At all.
Go Fantilli.
Couldn't care about him. Couldn't. Yeah. He's a cancer in the locker room, from what I heard.
Really?
That's why they brought in a lot of those veterans when he came in.
Is he a cocky little turd or what?
I think so.
Really? Well, I mean, what kind of a like when you're that age and you don't know any different, I know what you're saying. You don't not like him as a person. You just don't care for what he's bringing to the team right now. Like, it's unfortunate,
I just don't like him. Like, I'm not on the hype of him at all. Like,
yeah, they made him bigger than the game, and that's wrong.
Yeah. Know? My biggest player who I like actually got drafted this year by San Jose is Macklin Celebrini, who I think is going to be a hell of a player, and I think he reminds me a lot of Jonathan Toews.
Really? Woo, that's a big shout out there. And I love
Jonathan Toews. Love
Interesting.
Him. Jonathan Toews played the game the right way. He was probably one of top 5 best two-way centermen.
Really, eh? You feel that way? I always liked watching him more than Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there'd be Kane without, well, maybe that's a big statement, but they both helped each other very much.
Yeah. But no, I'm high on Macklin Celebrini.
Yeah, he's good family too. I mean, his parents put him in all the hockey camps right when he was born, right?
And his godfather is actually Steve Nash.
What, are you serious? That's crazy. That's a fun piece of trivia. I didn't know that.
His dad's actually the like a specialist for the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, that I knew. Yes, that I knew, but I didn't. Well, I guess that would make sense then. Yeah, didn't piece that. I don't know my basketball very well.
But yeah, no, he's great kid. I love him. Definitely. And then Galvin McKenna, who's coming up next year. That's Connor Bedard's cousin.
Oh, I don't know much about him.
He'll be on Team Canada this year for the World Juniors.
Okay.
He's a good player. I don't know much more about it. I have to watch him.
Yeah.
But definitely high on Macklin Celebrini. And
go ahead.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, you getting excited for the Olympics in a couple of years? I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah. I don't know.
Get to see the Nova Scotia line, McKinnon, Crosby and Marchand.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, oh, that's gonna be awesome. They'll be old though by then. They'll be the fourth line.
It'll still be a great line.
Not a bad line for your fourth line, eh?
No,
I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of
I'm
nervous.
iffy on the goalies though.
We were saying earlier, man. I know. I don't know. Like, how is America not gonna whoop us? Like, and that might be a big slap in the face of Canada. Like, oh, we should maybe reinvest in the Hockey Canada program. I'd like that. That'd be good.
I wish Hockey Canada would do like the USHL does. It's like a school. They go to school, they play hockey,
yeah,
and that's how they develop their US team.
And look how well that's paying off. Like, tenfold, man.
Yep.
They're gonna outnumber us. Like what? There's 9 Canadian captains and 6 American. I mean, that's gonna flip soon. Something like that,
Yeah, and they're just producing a lot of first and second round players coming out of that.
Yeah,
as well.
Absolutely. What, you mean I can get a good education and keep playing hockey and learning? Yeah, I think I'll go there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, instead of being with like a what do they call it? Like you stay with a family,
a billet family.
A billet family, yeah, which is great too. But change is good. Like trying to be better at a thing is good. So maybe Hockey Canada can look into that. Well,
Definitely.
I have a few other problems, I guess, to deal with right now.
But no, it's going to be great. Olympics will be great.
Yeah.
I'm just iffy on the Canadian goalies because, to be honest with you, we don't have a good goalie since now Carey Price.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then his career got cut too short.
Maybe he'll come out of retirement.
I don't know. I don't know if his knees will allow him now.
Yeah, we can find someone better. Come on. We can. He's only the most winningest Montreal Canadiens goalie. Yeah, so.
That's every Montreal. Every Montreal's fan is on the Carey Price.
Oh, I'm not. I don't like him. No one likes my Craig Anderson.
Better.
Pardon me?
Or Theodore.
Yeah, Jose. Go Jose. He's better. Jocelyn Thibault. He's better. Go bring Thibault back.
I wish they bring back Quebec though.
Yeah, man. It's my son and I went to Quebec City to watch for a card show last summer, and they have the arena for it, the CAA Center. It holds like 14,000. It's beautiful. That city is ready for their team. No one cares. No one cares. It's crazy.
We're not going to get a team while Bettman's still in charge.
No, I know. And he does.
Once Daly gets in charge, I think we'll get another Canadian team.
I hope so. They deserve. Or Hamilton too. They're their own friggin' thing. They hate Toronto.
Yeah.
I've been to Hamilton twice, and they're Toronto. I'm not from Toronto. I'm from Hamilton. I love it. They don't say they're from Toronto. I love it. Good.
No, Hamilton would be another great city to have.
Man, great town. I love hardworking town. It's reality there. I love going to Hamilton. I love it.
Definitely. No, but I think with Bettman in charge, he's all about the state teams.
Yeah.
He's
the P&L, profit and loss. That's all he cares about.
And he's all about Arizona too. Don't forget.
Yeah, I know. It's not. He just won't let it die, eh?
That is his baby.
Did you hear that? Yeah, that's still a heartbeat. We're fine. It's like barely, dude. Barely. Pull the plug, man. I know.
No, but he's been putting money into Arizona himself to keep it there for that longest time.
I did not know that. I had no idea. No kidding.
If Moose Jaw doesn't get a team, Canada has failed the universe.
Yes, I agree with that comment.
No, but it's been great talking to you.
Yeah, you too, Danny.
I guess we'll just give them a little showcase about you, because I know in the chat earlier they asked why you had the name Loud Phil or Loud Flector.
Well, I'm of Greek ancestry. I'm the first Canadian. Yes. So I'm still very look here. Look, very Greek man. So I've always been really, really loud. I've always been told to think before I speak. I struggle with all of that. So you know what? If you can't beat them, just join them. And I leaned into it. I'm just a loud dude. And if I give people headaches, they can leave the room or not listen to your podcast. And I do have a Loud Collector channel. So the Loud Collector is my brand, but I'm not really doing much with it. I just want people to be aware why this guy they're watching is really loud. Well, it's in the name. So there's no surprises. I would like to plug the podcast I'm on, the Hockey Cards Gong Show. That is very near and dear to my heart. I'm a part of that. And there's Josh and Troy, and there's Bubba Louie. He's a producer. My friend Sylvain. He's a dealer in our group. We don't really deal cards, but he does. We all have our own little specialties, and we're all kind of like little characters in our mini ecosystem, and it's all authentic. Like what you see tonight is, if I'm your neighbor, this is how I talk to you. I'm very loud. I'm very animated. I don't mean ill will. I apologize if I offended anyone, but I kind of don't either because I didn't mean to. So, and that's where Loud Collector comes from. I wanted something just to get to break the ice right away. So I can make jokes like my nickname is Whispers. Obviously not, So yeah, so I don't focus on my brand building when people are like, hey, I want to get you clicks on your channel. I don't really care. I just want people to have fun and think I'm insane. Because you're probably insane too. You probably just don't talk about it as much. So if you like the cut of my jib and you want to check me out a bit more, every Monday and Thursday. So Thursdays I'm not on the podcast because taking me in small doses is probably better. So I'm once a week on the Super Show, and on Monday you can get on Spotify, on YouTube. It's the Hockey Card Gong Show. We're just a bunch of middle-aged dudes just doing what Danny and I did tonight. It's the exact same thing. It's long format. My channel on YouTube is pretty much, I like doing mail days and I like going on my rants. So if you like my rants, go to my channel.
I love the rant videos.
Yeah, thanks, Danny. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But yeah, my big crew is the Hockey Card Gong Show. Big shout out to my boys. We love our hockey card shows. So we go to the expo, every expo. Are you going to the expo, Danny?
No.
How come? Come on.
Actually, Zach dropped your Hockey Card Gone Show link in the chat for us.
Oh, thank you, Zach. I can't see the chat, so I'm sure it's going great. That's good. That's great, Zach. Thank you. Yeah, I have lots of fun with those guys. Danny, you should definitely go to the expo. You would fit right in. And you would find so many cards that you would like. You would have a great time. So it's 4 days. Even if you can go for 1 day, anybody listening, it's worth every penny. Every penny. It's, you get a hotel. They're all around.
It's a goal of mine.
Pardon me?
It's on the goal list.
Okay, good. Well, I expect to see you there one day. So now I have to go and I want to go. I even have to go a bit earlier this year to set up because we're having a lounge area. So if you don't like big crowds, and so Troy is one of the owners. I don't know how to say that. One of the members of the podcast. He hates big crowds. He hates it. So we have a system, right? He does his quick walkthrough, gets a little sweaty. He goes and relaxes somewhere, a pre-designated spot. Well, we're going to have a pre-designated booth for anybody who's like Troy. They can come, even buy a box of cards, sit down, and you can open it at our booth and relax. So we're really excited. It's going to be a lounge type area. So really excited to do that. And yeah, that's pretty much the plug I got. Root for my Sens. Give me crap. I dish it out, but I can take it too. So if you want to send me some hate mail, go ahead. I love it. If you're a Leafs fan, I expect you to.
Everyone in the chat, definitely go check out his channel. I have a blast every time I watch it.
Oh, thanks,
the
Dan.
rant ones are the best ones,
yeah.
But the mail day ones are always a surprise too. Because
Awesome.
You never know with you.
I appreciate it. And my Instagram's the same thing as my YouTube. It's just if they're quicker, it's easier to do it on Instagram.
Yeah.
I also have my own business, so I kind of disappear for a few days. I go make money, chop a bunch of trees down, and then I come back. So
and Jay's Mix just dropped your Loud Collector channel for us. So
thank you, Jay's Mix. You got a good group here, Danny. Right on, man. Thank you for having me, buddy. I love it.
They're a good group of hockey people, and they love. Oh, so actually, you got a question from Nord.
Okay,
you, Phil.
Yeah.
So 5 favorite Sens of all time.
Yeah. Okay. That's tough, man. So I'll go. Maybe that's not that easy. Okay, so Alfie. Okay, I gotta go. Alfredson, Brady Tkachuk, Erik Karlsson. I'm sorry, I know those are very like cliche, but they're tattooed on my heart. And then I would go. You're gonna laugh. Peter Sidorkiewicz. He's the Sens' first goalie, and he just. I don't know, man. I love the guy. He was a great interview. He was kind of an odd guy, and he wasn't even that good of a goalie, but he was our first goalie, and I love him. I got his rookie cards. I got a small PC of him, and he looked great in his Hartford Whalers uniform. So that's a big one. And then I would have to go. I'd have to go Ray Emery. I love Ray Emery. I know he's controversial, but I box. I like to box. He was a boxer. He loved to live life. Rest in peace. The whole bit. Poor guy drowned.
Very underrated goalie as well.
Very underrated. And he's part of, another favorite all-time Sens moment when he fought everybody. He fought the whole team. I was at that game, man. It was amazing. Oh, it was just Ray Emery is probably be my rounded off for the 5th. But I mean, I could pick 20. but those are off the top of my head.
You actually got a new subscriber in Alex. He says, now on the bus, Phil.
Hey, right on. There we go. It's a struggle bus, but we're on it. Thanks, Jason.
Alex.
Appreciate it.
Say that, buddy.
Yeah,
and Nord says, nice list.
Oh, good. Thank you. Yeah. I wanted to put Yashin on there too, but he gets a lot of hate. I mean, he was like the first. I never saw someone play hockey like that live. That's what Alexei Yashin did for me. When I went and saw hockey, I was like, I didn't know a man could do that with a puck.
I'm actually surprised that Wade Redden isn't on there.
I wish we kept Chara.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. Wade Redden caused a few. Listen, I know he's solved a lot of his issues, and there was some other maybe closed doors issues there, but he kind of hurt the team a little bit. And yeah, that's all I'll say about that. And we all deserve second chances, and he's doing well. He did Wade's World. He bought a box. Just because you make some bad decisions doesn't mean you're a bad person, right? But some of his bad decisions that he made hurt the team that I love. So I'm not the biggest Redden.
I know one of my buddies who lives in Ottawa who's a huge fan. The day that Melnick passed away,
yeah,
I don't think he's ever been more excited. He goes, we'll finally get an owner.
Yeah, well, I never wish death upon someone, but I know how he feels. I'll leave it at that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was upset, but he's like, we're finally going to get an owner now.
We're finally going to get somebody. Yeah, the daughter's selling the team, and it sucks because the daughter sold the team, but they still have like a 5 for 10% stake in it. Let's get out of here.
Because his biggest thing was we build up these stars and then we trade them away.
Yeah, it's the model, the Melnick model. But what everyone forgets too is we were not doing well in the early 2000s. He swooped in and saved us.
Yeah.
He also 6x'd his money. But I mean, he's dead now, but he 6x'd his money for his kids. So that was not bad. I mean, I'm so poor. Man, sell 10%. You're not poor. You're fine.
Barry says, not a Bruin shirt. LOL, check it.
What, this?
Yeah.
No. I do have a Bobby Orr t-shirt. I do have a Bobby Orr t-shirt that I do wear sometimes. Yeah. Absolutely.
No, but it's been great having you on, Phil. It's been a blast.
Appreciate it, man. Absolutely.
Thanks to all the chat for coming in. We've been rocking with 12 steady so far tonight, so that's great.
Nice, man.
Definitely check us out next Friday. We have John Burgess, who was in the chat on next Friday, who's a Flames fan, so this will be fun.
Go Theron Fleury, one of my favorites.
He's actually an old school Flames fan, so we're going to talk old school Flames.
Like Neuendijk.
Yeah, Neuendijk, McGinnis.
McGinnis, yeah, right on. Is McGinnis? No, he's Canadian. I was going to say, oh my God.
Yeah, he lives an hour away from me.
No kidding. He's an East Coast
actually Zamboni driver at one of the rinks that he played.
Oh my God, that good old Canadian boy, eh? Waves at the geese on the way too, the whole bit. Honk honk.
Definitely.
That's awesome.
But no, thanks for coming, Phil. It's been a blast.
You got it.
Hopefully you had fun tonight with engaging with the chat.
Yeah.
Talking Sens and all that.
Awesome, man.
But definitely, if you're available next time, maybe we'll get you and the podcast crew on for a show.
Absolutely. We're always game, man. We love talking. This isn't work. This is just fun hanging out with buddies. So
maybe we'll plan something in the future and get you guys on and have a great show then as well.
Yes, brother.
So with that, we'll say goodbye to everyone. Have a good Friday night. We thank you all for coming. Thank our guest Phil for coming and giving us his time. He came a little bit late because of work, but we'll appreciate that. So yeah, definitely go check out his channel and check out the podcast as well. The links were dropped in the chat for you guys. Thanks to Zach and Alex. So without that, have a good night, and we'll see you next Friday for Hockey Stick Talk Nation. Have a good night, everyone.